guys, what's going on? My name is Akil and today I'm going to be doing a review for the Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Now I do apologize guys about not reviewing this movie a bit earlier. Other things came up guys, so I apologize. I was supposed to see this movie on Friday, but then I didn't, and then I was supposed to see it on Sunday, which was yesterday, but I didn't, so I'm seeing it today, Monday. But it's not Monday yet for you guys in the US, which I think it is now anyway. Alright, so without further ado, let's talk about this movie, guys. Alright, so to start off with, for my pre-rating score, I'm gonna say The Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is an okay movie, guys. Nothing too surprising, and I'm also kind of disappointed, guys, because I was expecting quite a bit from this movie, guys, but it was alright, so yeah. Alright, first up, let's talk about the story. So, the story of this movie really is, your typical really is a different type of Harry Potter based storyline. It's not really similar to the first film. It has the same characters and all types of stuff, but what this movie is, it's just Newt, Scamander and a bunch of people trying to take down Grindelwald, and at the same time they have to make sure that Grindelwald doesn't get to Credence. So yeah, so really that's all it is. And everyone's back. David Yates back directing once again. J.K. Rowling's back writing the screenplay as she did previously before, and James Newton Howard's back doing the score. So yeah, and yeah, it's basically mostly similar cast, but they obviously have a bunch of new guys like Dumbledore and all that. So yeah, Dumbledore and Nagini and all the type of stuff. That's no spoiler, that was shown in the trailer, guys, so let you know in this movie. And that's all I'll say, guys, because this movie is actually a bit a slightly like more interesting than the first one, guys. Well, not to say the first one wasn't interesting, and that's what I liked about this, guys. It was interesting. I'll talk about that in the positives, but really the story is them trying to take down Grindelwald, and Credence is also a guy that Grindelwald's trying to get to. That's all I'll say. I know it's a very bad explanation, but in a nutshell, that's what it is. So yeah. Alright, now let's talk about the positives. Alright, so first up, the acting. The acting in this movie, in my opinion, was very good. In particular, Jude Law as Dumbledore, Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, and Johnny Depp as Grindelwald, or should I say Gellert Grindelwald? I think that's his first name, right? Yeah. I didn't mind Ezra Miller too. For me, my weakness of the movie, I don't know, was the actress that plays what's her name? Allison something, I can't remember. The one that plays Tina's sister, the one with the orange hair or red hair or something. It's not red, I think, or it's orange or something like that. But anyway, you know what I mean, guys. But for me, I didn't really mind the acting. In my opinion, I thought it was really good. So yeah. All right, next up, interesting storyline. Yes, there was definitely an interesting storyline in this film, guys. Yes, that's what I said before in the story. It was very interesting, and because I'm such a huge fan of the Harry Potter movies. In fact, I just rewatched the very first Harry Potter movie, and not because of me seeing this movie, but just because I bought it on 4K. If you guys would check that collection video out, I showed which 4K titles I recently bought Harry Potter's on that video too. But really, this movie, the storyline is very interesting, and it really feels like a different departure from every other Harry Potter movie and the first one. So yeah, so what I'm trying to say, guys, is the fact that the storyline was interesting. It added more stuff to the lore, and and like I said before, because I'm such a huge fan of the Harry Potter movies, guys, it was very cool to see certain things being taken into account for and all that type of stuff, and how we'll set up future events. The first film didn't really have that much. It didn't really feel like a prequel. This one kind of did, and that I know will annoy a lot of people. Like they have to say stuff to do with this, stuff to do with that person, and all that. But there are things that might get you really excited for in this movie, guys. Even though a bunch of the stuff that you will get excited for in this movie are in the trailers, guys. So yeah. And finally, the ending. I really did like the ending, guys, a lot. I think it was I thought it was very strong. I thought it was a great way to set up the third film, which in fact comes in 2020. So we gotta wait another 2 years now, guys, Yeah, 2 years to be exact, around this time. Give or take a few days, but really, what I'm trying to say is the fact that there is a third film coming in 2020, and I have a feeling that this third film could not only be better than both the first Fantastic Beasts and this one, Crimes of Grindelwald, but also I have a feeling that that third film really is going to be that turning point film. It's like the midway film of the franchise. So, guys, so yeah. Alright, now let's talk about the negatives. Alright, first up, it was a bit boring, guys. Yes, I did feel like this movie was a bit boring. I didn't feel like it was draggy and there was pacing issues. I thought it was paced very well, but even though there was exposition scenes, I thought sometimes there was a bit too much, so it was a bit boring, especially at the beginning, guys. And that's not good, because I really love these Harry Potter movies and I really enjoyed the first Fantastic Beasts, but this one was kind of a step down, guys. Yeah, so it was a bit boring. Also, there was a lot of confusing moments, guys. Yes, in other words, it was slightly confusing. I didn't know what was going on at a certain part of this movie, guys. I was like, what? But then I remembered something before that happened before. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. So there are only a few moments that might confuse a lot of people, guys. So yeah, but really, this movie was still okay, but there are certain parts I was a bit, or should I say, very confused by, guys. And finally, there was not much fancy action. I don't want to say there was barely any fancy action, because there were, but there wasn't much. There was not much fantasy action. The final act, I thought it would deliver, but sadly it didn't deliver on like that grand epic scale. But really, it's nowhere near like Deathly Hallows Part 2 level or whatever. But really, that final the final the final battle in this movie, guys, really was good, but it wasn't great. It was okay. I would think that's an alright final battle for this movie, guys, for the Harry Potter universe. But like I said, it's nowhere near Deathly Hallows Part 2 level, and nowhere near the Harry versus Voldemort level in Goblet of Fire in terms of that intensity. There was a bit of intensity, but still, it was just a bit of one waving, and then that's it. I won't give anything away, guys. So yeah, and also people are saying there's a lot of spoilers in this movie, and I think there was a bit of overhype for this movie when it comes to that part of stuff. Should I say spoilers? Because there are only a little bit of there are some things that happen at the very end of this movie, which I won't get into that, guys. So yeah, but really, I think this movie had some issues, but overall, I think it's an alright film. So for that reason, guys, for final score, I'm gonna give Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald and 6 out of 10. This is an alright film. It's an okay film. If you're a Harry Potter fan, I think you'll have some enjoyment of it. I don't know how much you will, but I personally found it interesting. I didn't love it. I didn't like it. I just thought it was okay, guys. So yeah, that's my view of Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, guys. What did you think of this movie? Tell me in the comments below. My next review will probably either be The Nutcracker and the Four Realms or Robin Hood, as I still have it as Nutcracker and Four Realms hasn't come out yet in Australia, sadly, and Robin Hood, well, hasn't even come out for the US yet. So I will have to decide which one I'm seeing first. I'm most likely going to see Nutcracker first, guys, but looking forward to that, because I've heard some pretty bad reviews, guys. So let's see how it goes. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review, guys. Thanks for watching. My name's Akil, and I'm signing out. Bye, guys.